Wow. Wow. Author Keisha,
Hello.
so good to have you on the One Student, One Book, One Author mantra, the Global Readers Circle, the ultimate podcast that is designed to help make a committed reader out of every global person, especially the student. We feel so humbled and privileged to share in this golden seat with you.
Woo! I'm excited to be here.
Wow, wow. It's Black History Month, and I'd like you to tell us first about you. What
Okay.
was growing up like? What was it like growing up? Were you born into this home that reading was the order of the day?
Interesting question. I grew up devouring books. I loved to read. I loved school. I loved learning. I would go to I was told by my mother and my aunt that when I would go to the grocery store, they would give me a book or a magazine like at the beginning of the our shopping little trip at the grocery store. And by the end of our shopping trip, the book would already have been read. And I would read books like that every single time. And I would just devour books. So I love books. I always have.
Wow, wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. So when did you become very intentional? Like when did you become very intentional? When you knew that you were never going to stop reading, and how has it helped influence the life you're currently leading?
I think I realized that I'm never going to stop reading is during my healing journey. I have had I've been on a healing journey for about 25 years. I've been like going off and on to therapy and becoming a coach and all these things. I realized that a very integral part of my journey was reading because I could release different things that were going on with my past. I could talk everything through. But if I didn't read, if I didn't find something to strengthen my mind and my body and my spirit and really nurture my soul, reading did that
Mm,
for me. Reading great books like Think and Grow Rich, reading great books like Iama Van Zant books that talked about
wow,
healing and talked about my soul. If I didn't read those books and get them into my mind and heart, that would be a big chunk of my healing that would have been lost and it would have been very different. So I realize that I'm gonna always need something, and then there are times that I don't, because like if you can just get off your routine. There's times that I don't read, and I notice the difference. It's like, "Ooh, something's off." Reading is very
wow,
important for me. Mhm.
wow, wow, wow. That's amazing. So you're one of these creatives that would feel so bad if you go a day or two without reading. That's awesome.
I wouldn't say I would feel bad, but I would feel off. I notice the difference. Like if I don't fill myself up with that same thing, because I fill myself up with prayer and I fill myself up with other things, but reading, it helps me get just another perspective. Because there's one thing to, and especially even reading the Bible is really important for me to read, just to fill my spirit. It just really feels good to read and learn.
Relatable, relatable. Well, author Keisha Chanel.
Okay.
Well, we are looking at digging a book up. We are looking at you giving us that book that made you fall in love with reading and kept you in this journey of being a lifelong learner. What book, which book will take credit for that?
Wow.
I know you mentioned
Um,
Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. I'm a
yeah.
fan too.
Yeah. Think and Grow Rich was wonderful. I think her name is Louise Hay, and it is oh, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. That was like, oh yes. You Can Heal Your Life and You Can Heal Your Heart. She had a series, and yes, my
Wow,
Louise Hay books were like cemented me. Yes.
wow, wow, wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, let's talk about your journey into adulthood.
Okay.
Obviously, you should have read so much to become an author. And I'd like you to tell us what inspired this golden pen out of you.
My what inspired both of my books, what inspired me is how my healing journey and my hope with both of my books is that women that are coming up. Okay, my hope is that women can heal a lot faster from different things than I did. Like I was sharing earlier that it took me like 25 years that I've been in therapy. My hope is that somebody can, by reading my books, they can heal like a lot faster, like 30 days. Like my newest book, I Feel Better Already, is a 30-day journey. You work that, you accept what you need to accept, do the things you need to do, that can start you way on your way. A lot of times we are not acceptant, we are not realistic with life, and we don't face things and we just want to avoid things. If you face these things that you need to face, deal with these things that you need to deal with, and accept the realities of your life, and give yourself some freaking grace, you can do a lot better. And my hope is that women can see, and men can see, that they're okay just where they are right now, and give themselves some grace and give themselves some love and not beat themselves up for years like I did. And I want people to that are going through the same thing that I did just to feel better already. And that's what my goal and hope is.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing that you decided to be an healer
Mm.
while healing.
Yeah,
That's so beautiful.
I love it. A
That's
healer while
amazing.
healing. Very well said, Guardian. Very well said.
Wow. Talking about your readers, I would never agree that you would put in all of those beautiful efforts and watch your effort wallow away in the garage. So here comes this question. What are you doing? How are you hoping? What's your strategy to meet the people you wrote this book for? I'm sure you have your plan. I like to hear.
Well, I've been going on podcasts like yours. I do social media, talk about it in social media. I do vendor events. I do speaking engagements, just different things to get the word out about my book, and to get to where my readers are. My readers have experienced different kind of traumas, and I try to get to where they are and meet them where they are. Yeah, that's how I try to meet them.
Wow, thank you very much for bringing out the golden pen in you. And here is the point that I like to ask you. Aside that you are an author of authority because you minister healing through your written words, I'd like you to share with us what are other I like to put it, what are the ways in which written words on books, maybe the Bible, other books, how do you read the significance to the importance of these words on books?
Mm. How do I read the significance of the words?
Yeah, the significance of the words as in written words in books. How do you see, how can they help transform a person's life?
I think by like when I read, and if it's predominantly read self-help, and that's what I write is self-help as well. When I read different
Yeah.
self-help books, and the when I read something relatable, something when the words on the page hit my heart directly, that's what my goal is
Mm.
for my readers. Because when I read something like that and I'm blessed by it, and I'm like, oh yes, I get that. That's what I want for my
Wow.
readers. In my book, I share prayers, I share quotes, I share scriptures, share tips to relate to the scriptures, and I share um, my interpretation of those scriptures. And I also share what happened to me when I walked that same journey. So my hope is that and different readers have told me that when they read what I experienced, they were like, wow, me too. I really identify with that. And oh, wow, your prayers
Wow.
really blessed me. So it's just like, my hope is that those words on the page, that they identify it with it, and that they feel it in their heart and spirit, and know that if I got through all these things, they are going to be just fine.
Wow, wow. Thank you very much for being on Healer. Thank you. You are doing an amazing job. Well, Autokesha, I'd like you to talk about the fun people who made your journey into authorhood very, very welcoming. I mean, how long have you published? How many years ago? I'm sure I didn't lose you. Autokesha?
Guardian, you hear me?
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I got you. I got you. You got what I said?
You said about who made my journey fun into my
Yeah,
into
the
adulthood.
people,
Authorhood.
yeah, the people who made it very fun for you to bring out this golden pen in you.
Well, the both of my books were published by what's the name? It's Create Your Reality Publishing is who did my both of my books.
Mm,
And she's a great,
wow,
wonderful woman named Almina Mays. And she has her, that's her publishing. And she's also a book coach, writing coach. So she helps you through the writing process. And my first book was a compilation book of 10 authors. And I wrote,
wow,
it's called I Feel, nope, it's called Cry, Forgive, Learn, and Move On was the first one, and my section was on my childhood molestation and how, and it was called I Forgive Me was what my chapter was about. And she made it fun by, because it was a group project, and she coached us through, encouraged us through, and that's the way she did it. And then my second book I did on my own is this new one that we're talking about right now, I Feel Better Already, Your Journey to Self-Discovery and Self-Confidence. And she helped me with that because she was the book coach for me for that too. When things got hard, she would give me encouragement, and just being a really good woman and being a really good support. So she definitely made my journey to authorhood very fun and very enjoyable. And like, because sometimes it can get really hard sharing your deep personal stories, because I share a lot. In both of
wow,
my books, actually, I share a
wow.
lot of myself and a lot of my heart. And she was really encouraging about, the importance of being open, and my story was safe, and just a lot of good encouragement to keep going.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you very much for sharing this with us on the show. Well, Autokesha, we have this amazing part of the show where our audience would be so glad to have you name 10 books that would probably stay with you while we'll be counting it on you. I'm sure you would be willing to take this challenge. And
I would be willing.
you
So the first.
we come from the school of thought that
Mhm,
though you're writing from your own experiential knowledge, the things you went through in life,
mhm.
we always have this belief that for you to be an author, you should have read a whole lot of books to actually gain so much command. So we are open to hear the books that would probably stay with you, that would probably click forever with you. I'm sure you'll be willing to take the challenge.
Yes, 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 indeed. So my first book is mine. I Feel Better Already. My second book is mine as well. Cry,
I
Forgive, Learn, and Move
feel
On. Huh?
already. I feel better already. You could take it slow because we'll be counting it on you.
Oh, I'll count them off. I'll count. Number one, I Feel Better
Yeah.
Already. That's my book. Number two,
Wow.
Cry, Forgive,
Beautiful.
Learn, Move On. That's my book. Number three, Think and Grow Rich. That's by Napoleon
Mm.
Hill. That's number three.
Wow.
Uh, Believe Bigger by Marshawn Evans Daniels. That's number four. Um, oh, what is it called? Let me, oh my God, Heal. It's a book about healing by Iyanla Van Zant. Okay, One Day My Soul Just Opened Up by Iyanla Van Zant. Forgiveness by
Wow.
Iyanla Van Zant. Uh,
Wow.
the Bible by God. I share
Mm.
with you all the authors. Um, T.D. Jakes, Reposition Yourself.
Mm.
Oh boy. You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, and You Can Heal Your Heart by Louise Hay. That's 10.
So, so we have 10 already.
I have
Wow,
10
wow, wow,
already.
wow.
I got some more, but you just
That's
asked for 10.
yeah. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. You met our expectations. That's
Hmm.
beautiful.
Yes.
Wow. So before
Mhm.
you go on the show, we'd like you to talk about your book. How do we get to find your book? And I'm sure you're a social media person. You could be open for coaching, mentorship. You're about having that you are a life coach.
Yes.
So I like you to tell us how we can get your book and how we can get to build lasting rapport with you.
Instagram at I am Keisha Chanel. TikTok is I Feel Better Already. Facebook is Keisha Chanel Palmer. LinkedIn is Keisha Chanel. And I think those are my social medias. My book is on Amazon. I Feel Better Already is on Amazon. And there's also a link, Keisha, KeishaChanel.com/ebook is also how you can find the link to my book. And you can just reach out to me on in any of those social media platforms if you want to connect, if you want to do some one-on-one work. You can send me a message through there, any of those platforms.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we have just two last questions for you.
Okay, great.
And since you're all about healing, self discovery, repositioning for success, and I'd like to ask you, what would be your advice to someone who is yet to carve a niche for themselves? What would be your advice to someone who is going through stuffs and does not know what the next day would bring? What would be your advice, your words of encouragement or inspiration for someone who is going through hard times like divorce right now? Man, talk about the downtrodden. What would be your words for this set of folks?
Get my book. And I say that because my book is talks about acceptance and the first step to healing from anything, divorce, bullying, loss of a job, loss of a parent or anything, is you have to accept whatever it is that happened or whatever it is you're going through, accept things about yourself and know that the situation is going to be okay and that you are okay. Anytime that, and also it helps you, my book helps you understand yourself. It has lots of questions that you can dig deep
Yeah.
into what's going on in your mind and your heart and your spirit, and it also has those prayers that can reach your heart as well. Anytime that you have this thing of accepting yourself, once you accept yourself and know that when you look in the mirror, you are perfectly freaking fine. So many times if you're downtrodden and you have no hope and you feel like you're lost, when you look in the mirror, you don't like what you see. That's a lot of problem for a lot of people. My book will help with that. My book will give you hope. My book will have you look in the mirror and say, "Hey, I'm okay today." And because not every day, I mean, like with grocery prices, I don't know what it is over there by you, but groceries here are like sky high, and people are just struggling just to put some gas in their car. And life is really life, and for a lot of people, it's a time of self acceptance and knowing that we're great and knowing that we're going to be okay, even though the situation does not look okay. Knowing that you're going to be okay, and my book does help with that. So yeah, that's why I would say get my book.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you very much for being an honorable guest on this show. I am
Thanks for having
healing.
me.
Wow, Author Kesha, thank you very much for being our guest. And like I told you, it was going to be fun, 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 fun.
It was
And
fun,
I'm
fun,
very
fun,
happy.
fun.
And I'm very happy you were able to meet our expectations and you did not disappoint. You called out almost 15 books. Oh,
It
wow,
was
wow.
10.
Well, I know you would always have rooms for so many other books, but we needed 10. Thank you
Yeah,
very much for
sure,
being
sure.
involved
Thank
with
you.
your
Thank you again for the
Yeah. So,
opportunity. I appreciate it so much.
okay, beautiful. So, what would be your last words for those folks who do not read? What would be your last words to your fan base, your new set of readers? What would you say to these people?
The ones that don't read,
Mm.
if they don't read, I'm gonna tell them that I'll have an audiobook coming out so that you can listen. But seriously, because
Beautiful.
sometimes faith come by hearing and hearing, by the word of God.
Yeah,
But sometimes you do need to just listen. Sometimes it's hard to sit still, but there you could be missing out on so much by not reading. Because reading, and not only the knowledge that you absorb, the patience that it takes just for you to sit still.
yeah. Wow, wow. So we have the Black History Month. I'm sure you like to give a shout out to some Black authors who were so credible, disciplined, committed to making the Black story count and Black life matters. So I like you to give a big shout out to some of those Black authors that really matter to you. Arthur Kesha, are you there? Wow, if you're just joining us, we've been onto Autocacia's channel. Autocacia's channel is an amazing author of I Feel Better Already. And we've been on to her, we've been having great fun on the one book, one student, one author mantra. And she loves to help people. She loves to be an helping and healing hands to people who are going through stuff. And trust me, if you're downtrodden, if you're feeling all down, well, Autocacia would just be one person you would need to run to. And trust me, she's going to help you, take you by your hands, and so far, you promised to give our book a great devouring. To just be one way for you to meet. So, Autocacia Channel, I'm sure you're still on the show.
Yes, I'm still on the show.
Wow, I was hoping that you will have some long list of Black authors that you would love to shout out to since it's Black History Month.
Okay, I will shout out Sarah Jakes Roberts and her book. Tabitha Brown, I read her book.
Mm,
T.D. Jakes' book.
wow,
My friend Michelle Thomas is an author. She's got a book.
wow,
Mean
wow.
Spirits, Almina Mays. She's written books as well as published other people's books. Uh,
Well, I should add Malcolm X to that list.
Malcolm X. Oh, yeah, that was a great book. Oh, I love that book. The autobiography.
Mm.
Yeah, I read that to my son in the womb 20 years ago, 22.
Wow, wow, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Wow, wow.
good stuff.
Thank you very much, Autocacia Channel. Thank you very much for being a tall figure so far this big ministry of creativity is concerned. I appreciate you for finding time out of your busy schedule to give us these healing words on this show. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for having me. Have a wonderful day. Oh, can I say one more thing? One more thing. I like to part with
Oh,
all of my things. In case no one has told you today, let me tell you first that I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and I love you. And God does too. Have a blessed day.
oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you're going to be streaming this, we've been on to Autocacia Channel. Autocacia's channel has been keeping me so engrossed on the show, and she's the author of I Feel Better Already. And this is your journey into self discovery. So I am sure that you do not have any reason to be depressed with all the books in the world and with fine minds and authors like Autocacia Channel. You do not have reasons to feel all alone. So trust me, you would need to give I Feel Better Already, a great devouring. And don't forget to share reviews and don't forget to engage on our special hashtags. Thank you very much, Otokesha, for being our guest. Thank you very much. We are humbled. We are very, very humbled. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, with this, we come to the end of the session, and I'm sure that we will be streaming this. You'll be engaging on a special hashtags. Don't forget that you become the books you read and the people you meet, and the Guardian Cross podcast is helping you build a leverage for you to meet great and credible mind like Otokesha channel who would not just be willing to listen to you, but they will be willing to coach you all the way up. And trust me, this is just an amazing opportunity for you to become that one thing you've always wanted to be. Well, with this, we come to the end of this show, the One Student, One Book, One Autumn Mantra, the Global Reader Circle, ultimate podcast designed to help make a committed reader out of every global person, especially the student. Don't forget that you owe yourself a whole lot of investment. So far, investing in your own self is concerned. And this is an opportunity and a platform for you to forge that winning report. We look forward to see you engage on our hashtags and we look forward to have Autocacia channel back to back on our shows, our Zoom meet and greet, and our webinars during the global reading festivity. Trust me, you don't have any reason to miss this. It has been your host, Smart Steward Udo, and I say remain blessed. Thank you very much, Autocacia. Thank you.
Thank you.